switching the pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When it's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the 49ers, and it's all up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the 4th time in 5 years, in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done, and now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans, and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
The 2023 season has 1 game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, no, his first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
The chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. McCaffrey going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Waiting on it will be Richie James. This is taken at the 18. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. As Ike doing the ballet score. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes now to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Mahomes again. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field at third down.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdes-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Third down and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. KC's offense ready to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-7 is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They run with McCaffrey off the option. Able to avoid him at the 40. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. And they're going to get it. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell us, end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Boy, shifts past him. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go through the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy. That is caught. Through, and he's got space. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember
remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Purdy. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Michael Dana with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's called the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quickly, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw, Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 8 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now Moody for the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. "19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As